Hi, Traci Knoppe here, and I wanted to show you the new Pinterest profile layout. I think it looks really nice. It completely changed. I know they just unveiled this today, and you'll notice that up here your picture's really prominent. They have it across the top, your name and your little blurb and your social connections and all that kind of stuff. And then they have this repinned from section. Now, according to their blog, the Pinterest blog, these are the top 3 people that I repin the most often. Personally, I would have liked to have seen the top 3 people who repin me so that I can look at it and go, huh, maybe I can, go follow these people. But I guess in reality, a profile page is probably you looking at somebody else's profile page, and so looking at the top 3 people who repin the person's profile that you happen to be looking at, that makes sense. And so you could follow the person whose profile you're looking at, and also follow the top 3 people who repin that person. So from that perspective, I can see it. And then they've kind of got all your totals and all your boards, pins, likes, and all that kind of stuff right up here. You can edit your profile from here, and this right here is how you can rearrange your board, so you can change the order of them. But one of the biggest things that you're going to notice is the boards. I love this. The last pin that you pinned is made more prominent. It's the most prominent image in the board, and then there's other smaller ones down here. I absolutely love that. I think it looks much better. It's much easier to see the latest pin and all that sort of stuff, and I think it just looks less cluttered, because when you have all those little tiny images before, it was kind of hard to really see much of anything. So I really like the way that they've done this. I think it's very, very nice. Now, what this activity button is if I were to go to somebody else's profile and I click activity, then I can see the latest pins that they've pinned. So maybe you're selective about who you choose to follow on Pinterest. You want to see, well, what are the things that they're pinning? You can come over here and see their latest activity, and this would not be just their pins, but also the things that they have repinned. And that's the difference. You could always click on their pins and see what they've pinned, but if you want to see what they've repinned and all that, you would just go to their activity tab. Now, one of the things that I wanted to comment on is I've noticed that my followers and my following count seemed really low compared to what I thought it really should be. And I thought, only 87 followers, that just seems really, really low. When I went over to like one of my individual boards, it's saying I have 173 followers just for a single board. And I went through all of my boards and I added it all up, and I had, I don't know, it was close to 8,000 if you added up the individual followers from the individual boards. So I'm not really sure if this total followers was supposed to include all of the individual boards, or if it was, all of them combined, assuming that some people follow all of your boards. I'm not really sure. But I did go over to the Pinterest support page, and they had noted on the 13th of March that this is a known problem, that the profile totals and counts are incorrect. So remember that if you're one that really kind of gets hung up on the totals and followers and following and all that kind of stuff, don't get hung up on that. They're still working out a better way to kind of keep track of those totals. So these totals, whether it's on an individual board or right here, may not actually be correct. So, keep that in mind. Anyway, this is the new layout. I really, really like it. I think it looks nice. I think it looks slick. It makes it look much more artistic and aesthetically pleasing, at least in my opinion it does. And so anyway, go check out Pinterest. Follow me on Pinterest at Traci Knoppe, and I will be talking to you soon.